The Icelandic village of Ólafsfjörður nestled between towering fjords and the vast Atlantic. Colourful houses dotted the coastline, home to a community deeply connected to the sea. Fishing boats bobbed gently in the harbour, their daily rhythm a testament to the enduring bond between humanity and nature. The air, crisp and clean, carried the scent of salt and seaweed. Life here, though remote, was peaceful, predictable. One chilly morning, the tranquility was shattered. A sense of unease settled over the village, an unfamiliar tension in the air. Word spread quickly. A polar bear, a creature never before seen in these parts, had been spotted on the outskirts of the village. Fear mingled with disbelief. Could this be true? The bear, a magnificent creature yet out of place, wandered closer to the village. Driven by hunger and disorientation, it stumbled upon the home of an elderly woman who lived on the edge of Ólafsfjörður. She, unaware of the danger lurking outside, went about her morning routine. The bear, drawn by the scent of food, approached her house. The woman, hearing an unfamiliar sound, cautiously peered out her window. Her blood ran cold. A massive polar bear stood mere feet away. Panic surged through her as she realized the imminent danger. She scrambled back, her heart pounding in her chest, and immediately contacted the local authorities. The village held its breath, the idyllic peace replaced by a palpable fear. The arrival of the polar bear presented the villagers with a heart-wrenching dilemma. This magnificent creature, a symbol of the Arctic, was clearly lost and disoriented. Yet its presence posed a significant threat to the small community. The authorities knew they had a responsibility to protect the villagers, and the bear, in its confused and hungry state, could easily harm someone. After careful deliberation and with heavy hearts, a difficult decision was made. The safety of the villagers was paramount. Sadly, the only humane option was to euthanize the bear. The decision weighed heavily on everyone involved, a stark reminder of the unforeseen consequences of a changing world. The bear's death, while necessary, cast a somber shadow over Ólafsfjörður. Section 4. Adrift on melting ice. The presence of a polar bear in Iceland, a country where they are not native, pointed to a much larger issue: the alarming rate of climate change. Polar bears are apex predators of the Arctic, reliant on sea ice for hunting seals, their primary food source. As global temperatures rise, the Arctic sea ice is shrinking at an unprecedented rate. This loss of habitat forces polar bears to venture further in search of food, often leading them to unfamiliar and dangerous territories. They may become stranded on land, their energy reserves dwindling, desperately searching for sustenance. The journey from Greenland to Iceland, though possible for a strong swimmer, is perilous. The currents are strong and the distance vast. This bear, like many others, was likely driven by desperation. Section 5. Unveiling the bear's journey. Following the bear's death, scientists conducted a necropsy to glean insights into its journey and condition. The examination revealed the animal was severely emaciated, a testament to its struggle for survival. Analysis of its teeth and claws provided clues about its diet and movements, painting a picture of its desperate search for food. Tissue samples were taken for genetic analysis, allowing researchers to trace its origins back to a specific polar bear population in Greenland. This information helps scientists understand the movement patterns of polar bears in response to shrinking sea ice, and provides valuable data for conservation efforts. Each piece of information, painstakingly gathered, contributes to a broader understanding of the challenges faced by Arctic wildlife. Section 6. A harbinger of change. The tragic encounter in Ólafsfjörður serves as a stark reminder of the far-reaching consequences of climate change. The shrinking Arctic sea ice, a direct result of human activity, is pushing polar bears and other Arctic species towards an uncertain future. As their habitat disappears, these animals are forced to adapt, often with tragic results. The story of the polar bear in Iceland is not an isolated incident. A 2008 study published in the Wildlife Society Bulletin documented a significant increase in human polar bear encounters in Canada, directly linked to the declining sea ice. The study found that, as sea ice retreated, polar bears were spending more time on land, increasing the likelihood of interactions with humans. These encounters often result in conflict with potentially fatal consequences for both bears and humans. This tragic event in Iceland underscores the urgent need for collective action to address climate change. It is a call for greater awareness, for a deeper understanding of our interconnectedness with the natural world, and for a commitment to protecting the delicate balance of life on Earth.